Danny is a seven-figure income earner with teams of over 20,000 people in the United States and now globally, and she has coached multiple six-figure income earners. She's actually the very first person I ever heard train, and you're going to get to hear her heart, her passion, and her motivation that has led her teams to such great business success. So we are in a double treat in store for us today. Welcome, Danielle Taylor.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Judy. I absolutely adore you. I know you've been such an asset to this team, and you're one of the fastest growing leaders on our team. If you get the opportunity to ever be able to work with Judy, I would tell you, cling on to her coattails and do not let go. This lady is on fire. And I'm super pumped about today's call because we got Brian on. When you get the chance to hear him, he's going to come in. He is absolutely fire as well. He has been such a huge asset to the team, but also now a lifelong friend. And he just absolutely rocks it out. So make sure you stay with us till the end. We're going to go through the presentation, but what we want to talk to you about is being your own boss. And of course, we want to educate you on an amazing product that's helping a lot of people. But something that Brian and I like to do exclusively is to see people win and succeed at whatever they decide for them that's important to them. And so we're here to help, and we're going to answer some questions at the end. I'm going to rock it with the whole presentation is wrapped around a company that we represent that we partner with, and it's called Zalease. They are known as the Pay It Forward company. And the inspiration actually came in when our founder took a trip to Haiti. He realized that, you know, there's such a need for children who have severe malnutrition. And he had been very successful in the health and wellness arena. And so he decided he was going to start a company with a pay it forward concept. We do not just pay it forward to children, though. We actually also pay it forward to moms who cannot afford their own prenatals. They literally are saving 1 in 3 babies by giving mom the nutrition that she needs. And so we love that. We also have a Patriot program. We have a lot of Patriots who have joined our team. And I just want to take a moment and say thank you, because it's because of you. You've went out and fought for our freedom. You've put your name down on the line, that we do truly value and appreciate you as well for just standing up for us and putting it out there. So we actually will talk about the double impact that we have right now. Instead of 1-for-1 every single sale that goes through our company, we are actually now matching it 2-for-1, and specifically to the pregnant moms, because we know how at risk they are, and we want to just double the impact. The company actually started back in 2015 by Stephen and Angie Thompson. We've been featured all over the place on different national publications. The really cool thing about that is that we haven't paid for advertising. We actually had people come to us and feature us because they actually caught wind of what we were doing and the impact that we were making. But we're really here today because more and more people are starting to learn about CBD. CBD is known as cannabidiol, but it's really more than that. It's actually there's an entourage effect when you use the entire plant, and I'll talk about that next. I'm not going to get too deep into the science of it. I just want you to have the basic understanding. But listen, it is a healthcare revolution. We've witnessed it. Judy, that introduced the call, she had amazing results. We know that we have something in our bodies called the endocannabinoid system, and it modulates and regulates every single system of our body. And we know that we have something called CB1 and CB2 receptors. They're mostly found in the brain, the spinal cord, the male and female organs. But when these get shut down, your body starts to get out of whack. It's not in balance. So when you can feed that endocannabinoid system, you're going to start getting all kinds of benefits. Things that sometimes you just learn to live with, but we've had a lot of reports on just less aches and pains. Maybe it's from exercise. What about stress? I know a lot of people getting results from not having that high level of stress. They actually feel more calm and collected. Sleep is huge. We actually have a doctor getting on a call. It's just a public service next Friday, or this Friday actually, who's going to talk to us about the benefits of sleep. Same line that we're on right now at 12 noon Central. And she's just going to share her wisdom and her knowledge, but also I didn't know this until I started with this company, that 77% of all Americans actually struggle to get a good night's sleep. So a lot of people can fall asleep, they just can't stay asleep. That's one of the big benefits of feeding that whole endocannabinoid system. Of course, the list goes on and on. We could be here all day sharing testimonies, but what makes us unique and what sets us apart is that we have a product called Ultracell. It comes in oil, it comes in powder, topical, and PET. The sublingual, I have that sitting here on my desk. You can just put a dropper under your tongue and hold it there. It's that simple. Swallow after about 30 seconds, and then let your body do what it's gonna do, okay? When I said CBD as cannabidiol, while that's important, it's just an isolate. But when you use the entire plant, you're looking at over 400 live compounds in that one plant. So you're not getting just CBD, you're getting a whole profile of cannabinoids, you're getting vitamins and minerals, you have omegas in that, as well as proteins, you name it, it's in that plant. So you're giving your body really the nutrients that it's needing, and that's why people are getting this whole entourage effect. But we call ourselves the gold standard. I like to say Brian and I are the gold standard because we don't settle for less. We always want to represent something that we can stand behind. And this product has lived up to its name, but we do have transparency when it comes to the product. There's every bottle, every jar, even of the powder, I've got it sitting here too, has a QR code. I'll show that too if you're watching this online here. The QR code, you can take your photo app on your phone, you can zero in on it, it's gonna pull up a certificate of analysis. We use a third-party testing company, and they do 7 to 8 pages worth of exactly what's in that product. We also have what we call US Hemp Authority stamp of approval. This is significant because there's a lot of criteria to meet to get that stamp, and we were the very first company to get it on our topical. We stand behind this 1000%, but here's what really, to me, it's where we crack the code, or where we actually differentiate ourselves from other product. It's in our Ultracell Delivery system. We have a product that's not only water soluble, so this is the first part of our technology. If I were to put this in my glass of water, right, it would literally dissipate, and you could see it it would disappear right before your eyes. Just stir it up a little bit. Of course, you can use it that way, but I like to put it directly under the tongue. A lot of product on the market, you put it in water and it just sits on the top. Why is that? Because most of those are mixed with either coconut oil or olive oil. And so, and oil and water, they don't mix, and your body's made up of mostly water. So that's the first part. It's giving people quick results. In 45 minutes in this study that we performed, there were 20 participants, and all 20 reached peak performance. This is very significant because if you're looking at getting something in your body on a molecular or cellular level, you need it to absorb. So we've got up to 94% absorption rate. The second part of this study that was absolutely better than what we expected is that it stayed consistent. So a lot of times people will ask me, well, tell me more about the milligrams, why this product have less or that one has more. It's not really the question. The question you want to ask is, how much will your body absorb? And so I love that our technology really does keep us on the cutting edge. We also have booster products. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on these. I'll just tap on them. They're actually designed to boost the results that you're already getting from your Ultracell. And people love, I will not live without my Edge. I took it right before this call. Sometimes my team says, oh my gosh, Danny's on the edge. Because it gives you healthy energy. It gives you focus, it gives you clarity, and you also have the CBG. CBG it's another big up and comer. You'll start hearing more about CBG as time goes by, but it's known for gut health. But when you have time, Google it. Google CBG and health benefits. Google CBD and all the health benefits. There's Dream. Dream is just going to get you in more of a restorative rest. You've got ice, just like it sounds. So when something's on fire in your body, what do? You want ice on it, right? You want to cool that down. There's also Burn. Burn is making its debut. We've had a lot of people with results on shedding a few extra pounds, just feeling better, having more energy. That product, we did a special feature on that as well with one of our physicians who really goes into the science and explains that. So we can send that to you if you want more information on that. But keeping it simple, I want you to understand the product and the value that it brings. But I think where I'm the most passionate is when we can offer people hope for a better future, to be your own boss, to work from home, to be able to do a business right alongside of what you're already doing. Maybe you love what you're already doing, but who doesn't like the idea of extra revenue? Okay. And what better time than now to start adding that to your multiple streams of income. And so I can't think of a better person to actually jump in and share the opportunity than my top leader in my company with me. He literally came in and broke records. He was lightning speed, and it was absolutely a thrill to just be working side by side. I jumped in with his team, got in the trenches with him, but it was really his fire and his passion and his integrity, the energy. You're going to see that in a second. It's what took him to 10,000 people in his team and growing in a very short amount of time. And so, Brian, without any further ado, I'm going to bring you to the line. If you don't mind, share your expertise on the actual business and why you feel like it's so critical to be in business and be your own boss.
Man, you made me be quiet for like 20 minutes. 11 minutes, never mind, it was 11 minutes. So, hey guys, number one is I want to thank you for spending the time with us. I know y'all ain't got nothing else to do because y'all sitting at home doing nothing right now. But we want to thank you for being here, and we hope from Danielle and I, we hope that this finds you safe, well, and healthy, number one, before we get into this. So, guys, the thing that I want to talk to you about today is there's really three types of people on this call. Number one are people that are looking to feel better and they want to try CBD. The other person is someone that wants to make more money, and the other people are people already involved in the business, right? So there's three types of people on this call. And what I want to talk to you today, and what Danielle and I wanted to bring to you, is why the business is so impactful right now. The things that have hit home for me is I have 5 businesses today that we run currently. They range from real estate to construction to CBD. And what I find awesome is the thing that has changed the least of all of those companies is the Zalees CBD opportunity. That's changed the least in the time that we're in currently today. That should be empowering to you all that are in the business and that you that are looking at the business. I'm investors in real estate, let's say. Real estate's hard right now. People don't have money to pay the bills. Restaurants are closed. We actually are opening tomorrow. I think tomorrow Friday? No, we're opening Friday. So in 2 days, we're opening our restaurants at 25% capacity. So think about your income being at 25% right now, and that's not what's happening in our current opportunity with Zalees. So I think that's what I want to speak to today. I think one of the cool things Danielle just said is 40% of Americans don't sleep, if I am quoting you right. Was that the number you said, Danielle, 40%?
Actually, 77%.
77%. So let me tell you what I find more freaking inspiring is 60% of Americans right now have less than $400 in their checking account. Let that sink in. That's why. So there's only 17% of you on top of that 60 that aren't sleeping, but most of us aren't sleeping because we don't have $400 in our bank account. And that's why this opportunity, I think, has huge potential. So what we're going to look at now is the opportunity to how you get involved in Zalees. You can work from anywhere. There's all kinds of ways you can make money. The first way you make money is retail. Okay, what is retail earnings? And believe me, there are 7 ways to make money, but not all of them are for you. Some of them are for people that you know. Some of them are partially for you. But retail earnings are for people that want to sell out of their backpack or off of their shelf of their business. Myself, I sell out of a backpack. You want a bottle of something, I hand it to you, I sell it. It's right out of the backpack. It allows me to make up to 200% on every bottle that I sell. The second person is a hair salon, a nail salon, a med spa, a pain clinic, a chiropractor. Any of those places that have a retail establishment, they have people walking in, you can sell product to them and make up to 200%. That's how you make on retail earnings. The second way you make money is through the binary. The binary, simply, guys, when I saw this, Danielle introduced this to me, I said, I have no idea what binary bonus means. It doesn't even calculate to me, but what I figured out is binary means 2. 2 means there's 2 people, 1 person on your left, 1 person on your right. For me, it started in October of 2018. I told 2 people. I literally went on vacation after I told 2 people for 7 days, and I came back, and what I found was those 2 people I told, they started telling people. And when they started telling people why that was important to me, is that now is over 10,000 people and it's duplicated, and I get a portion of all of those people. The screen that you see here is the power of duplication, guys. It's easy as, I like to use this in the time of right now, when we're sitting at home. We know that the world that we're living in, when you touch something and it touches something and it touches something, how powerful it is through spreading throughout the world. That's an illustration of 2 by 2 by 2, 4,096 people, if everybody just shares it by 2 every month, okay? And you can do the math if you make 20% of your team enrollment. The third way you make money is through the benefits program. For me, as a business owner, for any other business owners on here, I'll tell you there's a couple of these that are very key for you. Number one is the city. When you hit the city ranking in Zalise, you're blessed with a blessing bonus. What that means is you simply give it away. Starts at $100, goes to $500. The only requirement is you simply give it away to someone in need. And right now, anybody in Zalise that's given that blessing bonus is doing huge things with helping people that are in the world today that need that. The second thing is when you hit area. When you hit area, you achieve a bonus, let's call it, for a Jeep bonus. Today, currently, in my group alone, in our Brian Gasperson's group, we have over 83 Jeep earners in the last however many months we've been doing this. I've lost track at this point, but we have 83 Jeep earners, okay? Michelle's pointing to me, it's higher than that now, that's great. We should have opened a Jeep dealership when we started this freaking thing. I didn't know that. But the Jeep, nothing drives like a Jeep when someone else is paying for it, guys. $1,200 a month you get to. The third thing was when it hit me, I still remember November 15th, 2018, Zalise sent me a payment of $1,200 for my health care. I pay $2,200 a month for my health care for a family of 5. As a business owner, health care is the number one cost for me as a household is health care. Zalise will fund that up to $1,500 when you become a regional ambassador. At Presidential, you receive incentive trips, free, all kinds of stuff. We just got back from Vegas in February. And then the final one is a lifestyle bonus of up to $3,000. Everybody on my team knows I want a freaking jet. I don't know if $3,000 is going to cover it, but I want a freaking jet. That's going to be my lifestyle bonus. The next way, the fourth way you make money in Zalise, which is really when I talk about where you dip in money, residual income, this is the residual income that we all look for. Anyone that's staying home right now that's not making income is either unemployed, has been laid off, or they're staying home taking vacation. Most people that are doing okay in today's time have some type of residual income. Residual income is things that it still happens, it still comes to your paycheck, it still shows up in your account, it still shows up in your mailbox when you are not working. So if you're sitting home and listen guys, I've been locked, it could be worse, but I've been locked with my family for 5 weeks in our lake house staring outside. I don't see people. I spend time on the phone, but the mailbox money keeps coming because of what we're able to do from home and what we did before today. In the average job, you get paid on what you do today, not what you did yesterday. That's why I think it's so important to realize the residual income here. You can see that every bottle you sell out of your backpack, you can make up to 5%, and that goes down to 2%. So you go 10,000 people times 5%, you can start doing your own math of how awesome it gets around residual income. And then the final thing there is our global bonus pool. That is a reward for our top producers in leadership that split the entire company's results, which is awesome. So this is the only slide I want to talk about. This to me is this slide that sells the whole thing. What does the future hold? When I got in this business in 2018, it was a $50 million industry, guys. I studied 2 things when I look at businesses. I want to be the first to market. I want to be the best thing to market and fast and have the biggest footprint in the market. Today, that's what we are with Zalise. Number 1 selling CBD oil in the nation. The best product in the nation with a huge team that's growing as fast as possible with 0 advertising. We expect 250 to 500% growth quickly. That's going to be a $2 trillion industry, guys, in 10 years. If 2 trillion doesn't sound like a big number, just realize that the small business bailout that we've been hearing lately on the television is not $1 trillion even. Okay, it's in the billions. So $1 trillion with a T is larger than corn and tobacco combined. All right. Why this is so important, guys, is everybody says why. Why is it so important? The reason why it's so important, I always write down 3 things. The things that are making this happen, the reason why you're on this call is because number one, the endocannabinoid system was found in 1993. Danielle touched on that earlier. It's a system inside of our body that was found by the medical field. Number one. Number two is Donald Trump signed a bill in December of 2018 that legalized hemp. That product has been illegal since 1936, that now you're living through prohibition, right? So you put those two things together, you put it in a bottle with Zalise, and you put it in the market. It's the combinations for freaking awesomeness. That's what it is. When you take, that's why we're on the call. 1993, new system, 2018, a product that's been illegal. Now we put it in a bottle, tell the world about it. The reason why we've been so successful as a team is because we have shared this over and over and over and over. Everything is about timing, guys. It's timing. Everything. If you're on this call right now, I can promise you, you're going to be a statistic on that screen. It's a matter of if you try it today, you tried it 12 months ago, or you try it in 12 years from today. Everyone on this call, everyone that you know that's around you will be a statistic on this screen. It's a matter of timing. If you get involved in Zalise today and you start talking about the products, the odds of people around you being familiar with CBD today are much smaller than they will be in 10 years from today. Today, it's estimated that 82% of Americans have not tried CBD. 82%, guys, 82% of the people. If y'all don't want to tell them about it, I'm your guy. Send them to me. I want to tell them about it. If you tell them about it, you can capture income around telling them. So this is why timing is so important. Flip to the next slide. I'm on fire. So how you get involved, there's 4 ways. Wholesale customer, bronze, silver, gold. What a wholesale customer is simply, I like to describe it as Costco. If you want to drive by Costco and get cheap gas, you need to be a wholesale customer. That's what this customer pack is for you. It's $199. You buy everything for cheap. I don't know anybody that wants to pay retail, right? Bronze pack. This is if you want to start telling people about the cheap gas at Costco. For $3.99, you get involved in the business and you start telling people about the business. And when you tell them about the business or you share products with them, you start getting residual income. You start getting paid on the binary pay plan. The third way, the silver pack, $6.99. You get 15% of your entire team's growth. You get the package that you see in the middle of the screen right there. And that's the products that you have and you have to sell. But the reality is, guys and gals, the gold pack is the only way to go. I don't tell anybody if they want silver, I tell them to wait till they have the money and do gold. Because a gold pack is $12.99. There's not one business today in America that you can get involved in for $1,299 and start selling and make money right now when you have it. You can work from home. All you need is a Zoom. You need a phone. You need your phone list, and you can start making money right now, guys. So those are the 4 ways you get involved. Is to become a wholesale pack or wholesale customer if you just want to try product. A bronze pack is if you just want to buy stuff for cheap and kind of have the ability to maybe get in the business later. Silver is more of your family people. Gold pack is the business people. And what I would tell you is that whoever told you to give this call that person and say, hey, I'm a wholesale, I'm a silver, a bronze, or a gold. I'm ready to get in. I want to try a product. I want to sleep better. I'm in that 70%. I want to have more than $400. I'm in that 60 percentile. I want to do something that achieves money while I'm sitting home versus sitting here and waiting for the world to come and get us out of our house. Who's in?
I'm in.
I'm in. I'm going to rebuy tonight. I want to buy something right now and re-sign myself up.
Brian, I love it when you present because you come across with your passion and your fever. It's catching. But I want to say he's absolutely spot on. And one of the things I like to say is, someone called me yesterday, maybe in the day before. She texted me actually, and she said, I should have got in when you first told me about it. She said, I'm struggling right now. And I said, it's never too late, right? There's always an opportunity, but we are still sitting behind that curve. And it's the best time now than ever to get yourself involved. And we don't say that, we literally don't try to ever push someone in the business because we know we don't have to. With that whole number and the statistics, we just have to keep sharing it with people and stay consistent with it. That's the key. Thank you so much, Brian. Absolutely love presenting with you and all that, like I said, fire you bring to the team. And you're just one of my best friends, and I love you to pieces. So God bless you guys. We're going to go ahead and jump for now, get back to the person that invited you, and we'll have more of these. Just watch for the calendar. We'll keep scheduling more of these, and we'll see you on the next call. Bye-bye, everyone.